Hello there, my beautiful people. My name is Lydia Wanza. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. She's enough, you're just too scared to commit. Can't you see how hard she's trying? Can't you see you are all that she ever hoped for? Can't you see she's trying so hard just for you? Any sane man would choose her without needing to think about it twice. And yet, here you are letting her slip away. She knows she's not perfect, but she's trying. She's trying to be good for you with every atom of her body, with her whole heart and her soul. She's restless, and no matter how hard she hits your walls and bounces back, she will always choose to try one more time. And one more, and one more, until she finally succeeds. The truth is, she is more than enough. She is more enough than any other before, and probably more than any other who might come after her. But you're too much of an idiot to be able to acknowledge it. So, don't you dare tell her or anyone else how she's not good enough. Don't you dare tear her self-confidence down because of your inner demons or your insecurities. Don't let your fear of commitment make you lose a good girl. Don't allow it to be something you'll regret the most when you look at your past. She just wants someone who loves her enough to match her efforts, and that is it. Things are so simple with her. Why can't things be simple with you too? She fell for you hard and she's unable to hide it. Not that she would want to anyway. She's the type of a girl who wears her heart on her sleeve and she's not ashamed of it. She was not ashamed of falling for you. She's not ashamed of loving you, but she will be ashamed of giving you her everything if you turn out to be worthy of nothing. When on one hand, she's trying her best to be enough for you, even though she would probably be more than enough for anyone else, you are out there fighting for a Guinness World Record in coming up with excuses. It's not that she is not worthy of you, you are not worthy of her. I pray you don't mess up to the point where there is no going back, to the point where she doesn't stop looking at you the way she does, where she stops talking about you with admiration, where she stops visiting your social media profiles, where she stops, where her eyes don't light up when you enter the room anymore. When she stops getting butterflies in her stomach at just the thought of you. Because once she stops with all of this, you lost her forever. You are afraid to let everything go. You are afraid you'll be missing out on too much if you commit to a single person. You are scared of the expectations and the efforts you need to put into a relationship. It's easier that way, isn't it? To not commit, to not tie yourself to a single person, to not have anyone who expects anything from you, to wander from one person to another without ever making your heart fall for someone completely because you are scared someone might break it. But all this leads you to waking up in a cold bed, to feeling lonely even in the most crowded room, to feel cold on the inside when it's 100 degrees outside. Even though you don't see this now, it's the truth. If you continue seeing only her mistakes, she will get tired. If you continue seeing her as someone who cannot do anything right, or if you keep focusing on her imperfections, eventually she will see herself as someone who is not good enough for you. And she will leave. She won't leave because she doesn't want to be with you, but she will leave because you will have convinced her with your behavior that she's not good enough for you. She will leave because she will think in doing so, she's making a spot in your life for someone who is worthy of your love. Before you mess up both of your lives, before you break her, Stop for a second and think. Think about who you have fighting for you all the time. Think about who has been there for you whenever you needed it. Think about who knows you better than you know yourself. All roads lead to her. You're just too damn blind to see it now. But you will open your eyes eventually. Eventually, you will see her worth and how she was a one-of-a-kind girl. I just hope it won't be too late. Because if you let her go, if you convince her she's not good enough, she will bear that cross as long as she lives. She will walk through her life thinking there is something wrong with her, when in fact you only needed to bring up her flaws so you could have some kind of excuse to not commit to her. In reality, she is perfect, but it's easier for you to mess her up than it is to stand up and face your demons. Don't project your insecurities onto her. Don't bring her down so that you will be able to keep yourself on the surface. She deserves more than that. If you're not ready, let her go. Thank her for everything and set her on her way. Don't keep her at arm's length because that is killing her. Let her be happy with someone who will know she's perfect, just the way she is, who won't see her as if she's not good enough. Let her find her own happiness if you're not ready to choose her. Because there will be someone who will appreciate her efforts and who will be able to make her a priority. She wants it to be you, but the truth be told, it doesn't have to be you. Sometimes God gives us the biggest gifts by not accepting our prayers.